Hello, this is Katie. I'm your dating and relationship coach. I wanted to talk about how to be more attractive in dating. By the way, if you're serious about attracting and keeping high quality men and you're interested to work with me one-on-one, then just go to the link in my description and book a free consultation with me. I think for a lot of us, when we think about being attractive, right, we probably have an idea of what we need to look like or how we need to behave in order to be attractive. And I think it's really important that you are aware of how you currently think of yourself in terms of your attractiveness. Okay, so you need to ask yourself, am I attractive? Do I think of myself as attractive? Do I think of myself as desirable to men? Because I think this question, how you think of yourself in dating and in relation to men, really matters in dating, because how you feel about your answer will probably show me how willing you are to put yourself out there, right? The more secure you are with yourself, the more you think of yourself as attractive, as desirable to men, the more likely, the more confident you will probably be to put yourself out there, okay? And the more your beliefs about yourself are very stable and solid and you believe you are attractive, the less likely other men thinking you're not as attractive would kill your self-esteem, right? So when I would date, and when I was putting myself out there, I definitely had comments from men making comments, I'm not that attractive, I'm, ugly, whatever. Actually, on my YouTube channel, I get comments like that from men. And for me, I never really put much thought into those kind of comments. I just think, oh, that's interesting. That's a weird thing to say to someone. To just say someone's not very attractive or to say someone is ugly, that's a weird thing to say, right? I know it's not a good comment, but I just kind of think, oh, that's kind of weird that they would make a comment like that, right? And I think if you don't have a solid self-esteem, right? If you don't think of yourself as attractive, I can imagine I could be really, really distraught and destroyed by comments like that. But the thing with me is I do have a solid belief that I'm attractive, I'm desirable to men. Clearly not to all men, but that's okay because my main thought is I am attractive and I am desirable, right? So that is my main thought. That is a thought I'm practiced in thinking and believing. So even when men make comments to contradict that, I don't really read too much into it. I don't really allow that to pull me down too much because it's such an odd comment, right? In my mind, I'm like, that's really odd. Oh, okay, weird for you to say that. I don't really believe that. Right. Now, sure, sometimes if I wake up in the morning, I don't have makeup on, I do think, oh, I don't look that good, right? But I think in general, I do consider myself decent looking, okay? And I am starting to be aware that this piece of it is really, really important if you want to date and you want to attract men and you want to find your ideal person. Because what I see is if you don't have that confidence in yourself, if you don't have the internal dialogue telling yourself that you are attractive, right? If you deep down think you're not attractive or you think that you're weird looking, right? Or you're ugly, then I can completely see how that would hinder you from believing you could find someone that love is for you. Are you gonna find someone for you, right? That could hinder your beliefs about your ability to attract the relationship that you want. So that's the piece I want you to be really mindful of. And I know people just think, well, you are just either attractive or not attractive, because there's this like universal scale of attractiveness, right? And, there's a scale of this number system of, out of 10, how attractive someone is. The scale is not as important as what you think. And here's the thing, you get to decide what you want to think. Okay, you get to decide if you're going to believe you're attractive or not. And I want to offer that it is going to benefit you immensely to believe you are attractive, no matter what. No matter what the number scale is, what the universal laws of beauty is out there, it doesn't matter. What matters is what you believe about yourself and what you think of your own attractiveness. Right? And I think about, like, we all know people that are not traditionally very attractive. You could even say ugly, some people, right? And yet these people carry themselves with such confidence. These people like really think of themselves as attractive, right? We all know people like that. And for some reason, they are attractive to us. Right? Just because they don't seem to be affected by the universal like laws of attractiveness, they just themselves think of themselves as attractive. And because they think of themselves as attractive and they're so confident, we're attracted to them. Okay, you see what I mean? So it's not so much what they actually look like or how attractive they are, which a lot of us want to emphasize, but it's what they believe about themselves, is how attractive they think they are. Okay, so this is why I think it's so important for you to be aware of how attractive you think you are and consciously decide to believe you are attractive no matter what society thinks. Okay, now let's talk about how to apply this in your life and the practical application of this. So I'm not talking about positive affirmations. I'm not talking about just saying to yourself, I'm pretty, I'm pretty, I'm pretty, I'm beautiful, I'm beautiful, I'm beautiful. And then meanwhile in your head, you're going, no, I'm not, no, I'm not, no, I'm not. Okay, like you can't tell yourself a lie enough times that you'll start to believe it. Like it doesn't work like that, right? So I don't want you to lie to yourself until you believe it, because it doesn't work. So this is about how to really dig deep and search for the truth in you that you could be attractive. And this is an exercise that you could try. This is something I did, I have done in the past. You're going to stand in front of the mirror, no makeup on, not dressed. You can be wearing whatever crappy clothes you have on, baggy clothes, dirty clothes, whatever, no makeup, hair not done, nothing, right? Stand in the mirror. Generally, when I do that on a day like that, I'm like, ew. Usually my initial reaction is always, ew, I look gross. Get it away from me. I don't want to look at that. I don't want to look at myself. Which, when you think about it, is pretty rude. It's a pretty rude thing to think about yourself, right? If you really like wrote that down and said that to someone, and can you imagine saying that to your best friend or your daughter, like, ew, get away from me, you're ugly, right? So, but that's what we do to ourselves. We think this to ourselves in our head, right? So that's the first initial noticing, being aware of your thoughts about yourself as you're looking in the mirror with no makeup on, no nothing. Okay, and then I want you to deliberately stare at yourself. Okay, because our natural inclination is to not look and avoid, but instead I want you to stare at yourself and look all over the place at yourself and ask the question, how could I be attractive even in this moment? How could I be attractive? Right, and you keep asking, keep looking. And I have found the longer I look, the longer I search, I always find something. Right? Even if it's just like a tiny part of me that's like, yeah, I could see a little bit of attractiveness in this moment, even as I'm standing here, hair a mess, no makeup, right? Wearing my baggy clothes, right? I can always find something. It could be, oh, my skin looks a bit better today. or my lips aren't as chapped today, I have a little twinkle in my eyes. Right? And then always find a little something. This is what I'm talking about. You don't want to lie to yourself. You want to like really search and find the truth in any moment. And I like to just go directly to the purest moment. So when you haven't done anything to yourself, you just woke up, rolled out of bed, and you look at yourself in the mirror. Whatever the moment is the truth of that moment, is the truth of you and what you look like. And that's what you want to find. That's where you want to find the attractiveness. Okay, really, like, even if it's a small part of you that thinks, yeah, I could see how that part of me is attractive. I could see a little bit how I'm attractive in this moment. That's all you need, right? That's all you need to start building on the practice, the belief that you are attractive. And some days, that's all I may have to go off of, is that little twinkle in my eyes maybe, and I'll just hold on to that. Yep, I'm attractive. That's enough. Okay, that's all I need today to feel attractive, to believe I am attractive today in this moment, right? So being very intentional and practicing this on a daily basis and really believing that. But the main reason you want to do this is so you feel good about yourself, you feel confident, and that confidence is attractive. That confidence, that energy, when you put yourself out there, will be magnetic, will be attractive, right? Not so much how you look. How you look is the icing on the cake. If your base is a strong belief that you are attractive, even when you roll out of bed in the morning with no hair and makeup, then guess what? When you do have your hair done and your makeup done and all dressed up, well, it's easy then to feel confident, right? Because you're not relying on the hair and the makeup and the outfit and you know, to make you feel confident. You have that baseline belief that you are confident no matter what. All the rest is just icing on the cake. All the rest is just easy then. And then when a man makes a comment about you, you know, that says, oh, you're ugly, you're not very attractive, you'll just be like, oh, that's weird. Maybe he needs to do some work on himself to make a comment like that, instead of you being totally destroyed by a comment like that. Okay, so that's kind of a little rant, this impromptu rant, but I do think it's really important when it comes to dating and really believing and practicing believing you are attractive before putting yourself out there, because it all matters. If you're ready to finally attract and keep high quality men and have your dream relationship, just go to the link below, and from there you can book a free consultation with me and we can talk about how we can work together one-on-one. So that's my video for this week. If you like this video, please like me, subscribe to my channel. If you have any requests for further videos you would like me to do, let me know. And that's all from me this week. I'll talk to you soon.